Good afternoon, everyone. It's Joe here on the East Coast, VU1 Bravo Whiskey Victor. Just going to do a quick update on the latest version that we have of the BitX40 using the Universal Touch Control by VU2SPF. It's a little bit dark here. Let me turn on some light. Echo. Turn lamp on. Here we go. It was a little dark there, whatever. So let's have a quick review. Little top hat here. Actually, I used to work on mainframes and this sort of stuff, and this is a 250 watt resistor, gold precision, I guess they call it. We used to have banks of those, but we used to walk inside the computer itself, and we had rows and rows of those things. But when they dismantled it, I thought I'd keep one as a souvenir. Anyway, we digress. What you're looking at here is two things. This is a Arduino, a BitX40. We're using the LEC display. It works very well, and it's in a small little plastic case, and it's also wired for digital and that sort of stuff. Up above here, this is an old case that I've had for about 25 years at least. There's been an old voltmeter inside it, so I tore it out, repainted it, and all that sort of stuff, and mounted a BitX40 inside of it. You know, it's got a nice angle. You see the angle there. It's a very small box that has a nice display angle, and this is the heart of it right here. This is a touch control. Every button there that you need practically allow you to control the radio. The beauty of this system as well is that it has full touch, it's color display, plus every button you see that you wish to have as a physical button, you can mount physical buttons. The coding's all there. So you have the option of combinations of touch and physical, and that's what I have here. You see I have a rotary coder on this side. I have a push to talk on that side. And so you do whatever you figure you would like to use instead of the touch. I hardly use the touch controller anymore because the rotary controller, encoder, I should say, because the touch works so well. Quick review. I'll move up here a little bit so you can let it focus in here a bit. There we go. We have 3 VFOs, A, B, and memory. Put it back. We have 100 channels. There we go. Go back. Left and right. You know, is how that's why the buttons are quite large, so you can use your fingers as well. As you receive, which will go red when you transmit, and it has a timer so that if the transmit is on for over a minute, roughly, it will shut itself off. If you go way down here at the bottom, you can actually bypass that function so that the timer for the transmitter is not turned on. VFO-A, this is your main dial tuning. If you want to touch it, as you see right now, if I do the same thing on the right, it will go the other way. The B is the contents of the B VFO. The M is the contents of the M VFO. I'll move a little closer. This is your band select. Band select has 9 bands and has all the coding to the Arduino Atmega pins, so that if you hook up to it to the applicable band that you want to control, it will turn on a relay or turn off a relay, whatever you wish, according to the band. That's your step. If you push the button on the left, it goes down and it goes up. Biting on the right, lower and upper sideband, transferring your VFO and transferring what's in the memory to the display area. This is your BFO for lower sideband, and this is your save function, which you use when you want to save a memory channel. The F2, 3, and 4 are for future use. So basically, you pick the VFO you want to use, or you go to your pre-programmed memory channels, which I'll go here to, let's see, I think there was somebody there, 183. Let me look here. It's a little awkward to do this when you're holding the camera here. Okay, I don't want to do that one. 78. Oh, there you go.
Whiskey 1, November, Victor Tango. Whiskey 1, November, Victor Tango calling. CQ and listening.
A Parks U.S. station in Vermont. See if I just talked to him a few minutes ago.
CQ, CQ, CQ,
turn down here. I just talked to him a few minutes ago, and with my VidX putting out approximately 10 watts, we got a 5.9 contact. So pleased with that as well. Okay, so let's turn it back up here. Not a huge amount of contacts.
CQ, Vermont Parks on the air. This is Whiskey 1, November, Victor Tango. Whiskey 1, November, Victor Tango calling. CQ and listening.
He's running 500 watts, I was running 10 watts, and we both got 5.9. He's 5.9 plus 10, very strong, of course, with that, the antenna system he has and the extra wattage there. So hardware-wise, the VidX40, version 3 is what I'm running. It's just wired up to an DDS Si5351 by Adafruit. That's your frequency control device. I run an Atmega 2560, and then we're running a TFT color display. The display plugs right into the standard everyday Atmega, so there's no wiring at all there. And then the wiring that comes out, basically, as a minimal wiring, you just need 2 wires to go to the DDS, and a couple of wires to go for power, of course, and then the output of the DDS to go to the actual radio. That's how minimal that the wiring system can actually be. And since you plug this display physically into the Atmega, there's no wiring for the display at all that's required. So there you have it. This was created by VU2SPF, a gentleman in India, a professor in physics actually, and fortunately a brilliant programmer as well. So we've been working together as a team and running out the bugs, and it's amazing to see how quickly he can, I find the faults and he fixes it. So that works out quite well. Anyway, there it is. 2.5, the final version, or not final, but the next version, which will probably be 2.6 in the next maybe few days. If you want a copy, it'll be in the description below. 7.3s from Team TFT, that's V1BWV, me, Joe, and VU2SPF from India.